I need $1 bad.
We are live, week 8. Great week 7 was a really good week. Everybody was up, Corey? Yeah, or was there some down units?
I was down this week.
You were down. Obviously. Shout out the first L for the whale play for Corey Lynch. That's what people are talking about. That's what people want to know. Corey, tap in.
Spin zone. This is a good thing. Now I don't have the pressure. I don't have the pressure of being perfect on this podcast with my whale plays. Now I can just make my comfortable pick, get back to what I was doing in the early weeks. Instead of having all this weight on my shoulders, so
can I give
take the burden
bounce back strong.
Counterpoint to the counterpoint. The books saw you bleed. They know you're human now, Corey.
Ooh.
I think they're good. They figured you out. They've started setting these lines.
The whale play now?
I think we have to.
I'll be honest, Luke. You don't want to fade my whale this week.
You're like Thanos. I mean, Iron Man drew some blood on you, and he's in your Thanos saying, "All that for a drop of blood."
Oh,
it's all that for a drop.
Okay, I was like, "What is
just a drop of blood for me?" And then my Thanos snap, and then I'm 16-1.
Literally.
We had 2 Monday night games. One of them was, I don't really know. Neither of them were. I don't think anybody watched the Cardinals Chargers game on ESPN Plus. I think everybody watched it on Streamy Sport.
Okay, side note: who the fuck has ESPN Plus these days? Like, come on, man. What are we doing, NFL? Like,
people who are
fucking YouTube TV. What the fuck are we doing? I had to watch the fucking Manning cast so Scott Hansen can give me fucking updates on it. Fucking sweating J.K. Dobbins in a fantasy league. It was hilarious.
I don't have ESPN Plus, but I have Streamist. So
yeah,
absolutely.
Only people who still subscribe to ESPN Plus are the people who originally got the Disney bundle, and that's still just rolled in there with it.
Right.
Or people who really like Stephen A. Smith. Yeah.
UFC is on ESPN Plus. Side note. But no, 2 good Monday night games. We'll briefly talk about those. Those were 2. The Bucks-Ravens game was Bucks obviously scored first, and it was all Ravens. Obviously, Godwin goes down with a broken freaking leg. Ravens are a fucking wagon, though, dude. Wagon.
Ravens might be a wagon. Godwin, shout out to him, though. He made a lot of people money with that last catch that broke his leg. That hit his receptions over. He was at 6.5.
Worth it?
Zay Flowers still sold my parlay with that in it. So, but shout out Rashad Bateman for saving my week. They're probably going to adjust his receiving totals here soon. So, if you've been tailing me on them, they've been free money, but they're probably going up.
Anything on the Cardinals Chargers game before we recap units for the week with Corey?
Shout out Josh Palmer. I had his over and his second, or I had him laddered, so he hit 2 legs of the ladder, which made me some money. So, shout out him.
Cardinals offensive coordinator is still a terrorist. He's the leader of ISIS.
Shout out me. Shout out me. I went 2-0 plus 4 units on totals in those 2 games.
Nice. Shout out Lamar rushing. That hit barely. Shout out I had Mark Andrews over receiving, and Herbert passing was an absolute joke of a fucking bet. It was 198 yards. He threw for 350. He almost hit it.
And they scored 12 points. Hypothetical man does
15.
It again.
They scored 15 points.
Hashtag not his fault.
Dicker the kicker.
Yeah, Dicker was swinging that leg.
Can I get
perfect from inside? What?
50? I want apologies. Are we ready to admit what I said about the Chargers, that they've beaten no one of relevance? They're just like a barely above average football team.
Blame them on injuries.
I bet on him 1 week.
Yeah.
Ladd was not 100%. Johnston was out. They were missing some pieces.
Oh, no, not Johnston. What are they going to do without Quentin Johnston?
I still think their defense is good.
Yeah.
I think they've played bad offenses. The Cardinals' offense still stinks.
Okay.
They think I had another bad offense this week too.
Yeah,
Who
no,
did they
I
play this
said
week?
last week
They played the
Cardinals
Dolphins.
offense
They played
has
the
been the
fucking
most
Saints this
disappointing.
week.
Saints, that's right.
The offenses they've played here. Let me tell you, because I just can't get over this Chargers thing. It's hilarious. So now they've got the Saints.
They just the Chargers, man.
Dude, I'm serious. They just played the fucking Cardinals, bad offense. Broncos, bad offense. Chiefs, bad offense. Honestly,
What?
Who they held to 17 points, right?
Yeah. Steelers,
Bad offense.
bad
For the
offense.
Chiefs.
It is. Do you want to look up their fucking points per game?
Dude.
Corey, I don't know how else to say it to you. It's a bad offense. Panthers with Bryce Young, the worst offense, maybe of all time.
The worst.
And the Raiders.
Of all time.
And now they get the Saints with fucking Rattler. So, yeah. Again,
The Steelers.
bad offense.
What?
Not anymore.
I'm glad I wasn't on Sunday's pod to hear the. He just snuck in Mike Tomlin, top 5 coach of all time, and no one checked him. That would have never flied if I was on this podcast. All time.
He's fringe.
He has one Super Bowl.
Fringe.
Tom Landry, Bill Belichick, Jimmy Johnson.
Corey, he's not even fringe top 15.
Andy Reid, Mike Tomlin.
Okay, fringe top 15.
You didn't even put Bill Walsh on there.
Oh, Luke, please stop.
Bill Walsh is the second best coach of all time. Are you guys serious?
Bill Walsh is a bum.
Okay.
Lombardi.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But Tomlin fits in with those guys.
Andy Reid?
He will when it's all said and done.
Andy Reid is a way better. Are you fucking shitting me?
No, I'm saying Andy Reid is a better coach than Walsh.
Okay. Do you know who Bill Walsh is, Corey?
Conversation.
This is a
Corey, let's go over the units for where we're all at after week 7. All right, jumping into the week 8 slate. We are at the official halfway point, or is week 9? We have 18 weeks, so week 9 is the official halfway point. Jumping into the Thursday night game, coming on to the short week. I like this game. Vikings on the road in LA versus the Rams. Line Vikings -2.5 on the road, -122. Juice to the moon, over under 48 flat. Brant, go ahead and take us off with this game.
I got nothing.
Really?
Really?
Corey.
I have 2 plays in this game. First of all, I want to say, how are the Rams getting 2.5 points here? Or like they're plus 2.5 points here. I feel like the Vikings should be favored by at least 4. I guess it's because they're home.
Yeah.
So that makes me want to bet the Rams because there's something Vegas knows that we don't. I think a lot of public money is going to be on the Vikings. However, I'm going to play it safe here. I think the reason the Rams are only getting 2.5 points here is because they think that Kyron's going to be able to control this game on the ground. I like Kyron's over in rushing yards at 73.5, and I also like the under in the game total, under 48. Both those plays are at -110 right now.
I'll tell you why the number is where it's at. It's because Cooper Kupp is back this week.
Yep.
It's because O'Connell, is he a McVay coaching tree guy? Yeah, and the Rams defense has been playing a lot better since the bye. They know O'Connell's scheme because it comes from McVay, and Kupp is back. That's why the number's where it's at. And
the Rams,
I'm telling you, the Rams, they're not gonna. The Rams are like, even if the Rams are bad, if Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and Kyron Williams are playing, they're not going to see big numbers, especially at home. They're just with McVay, Stafford, and Kupp.
Stafford.
I mean,
you shake your head all you want. But
I don't know. I mean,
yeah, he hasn't played well. I know he doesn't have the receiving.
No, he really hasn't. I mean, he's lost his receiving core, but still,
he was terrible last week. Yeah, and it was because he was under pressure a lot
from the Raiders. You think the Vikings are going to generate pressure?
Vikings, but the Vikings secondary is very, very suspect. If they can't get home, then this is just going to lead me into my pick. It's Cooper Kupp over 6.5 receptions. The Kupp Stafford buddy ball is back. I will say I really love this. It's minus 130, Corey, over 6.5 receptions, minus 130. I really love this pick when I saw it this morning, and then 2 hours later, a report came out that apparently they were trying to trade Cooper Kupp. Don't love that. That's hilarious. Don't love that, but if Stafford and Kupp are playing, I'm going to think that the buddy ball is going to be there, and 6.5 receptions is pretty much locked in for me.
All right. Yeah, for me on this game, man, I really lean the Vikings at the 2.5. I agree, though. Something just doesn't smell right with this game. I don't know. I think after the Vikings lost that tough game to the Lions, obviously on Sunday, I don't know. I mean, how do we feel about the Vikings after that loss? Did they kind of lose some of their pizzazz? I mean,
no, the Lions are really fucking good. Lions are really good.
Then why are we not taking this line? The Rams stink.
I don't think the Rams stink.
That's what scares me. Is I think the game should be like 4.5.
It's a Thursday night game, bro. Like, let's not be too fucking. Anything can happen. Betting the line on Thursday night is crazy.
I will point out that Minnesota is 5-1 against the spread, and the Rams are 1-5 this year.
God, Brant, you're talking me into this so much. Luke's right though. It is a tough spot. I mean, short week on the road, big game. The Rams were at home last week. Mm-hmm. The Vikings play an absolute bruiser of a game versus the Lions. I mean, I kind of see where this line is where it's at. I mean, it's a good spot for the Rams. I mean, the Vikings are coming off a pretty hard fought.
Dating back to last year, teams that played the Lions the week before have like an atrocious against the spread total. PNC talked about it today. I don't know what it exactly is, but dating back to last year, it's like teams are like 1-16 or 2-15 or something like that against the spread after playing the Lions. I don't really believe in.
Are there any major injuries that we should know for the Vikings that we're missing? I mean, Jones is good. I know that he didn't exit the game, so they're healthy. Rams still missing Puka. Do you think Kupp's going to be 100% this game?
He should be. He could have played last week, but I think because they played the Raiders, they just didn't play him because the Raiders are a dumpster fire.
Yeah, no play for me. I lean the Vikings at 2.5. That's all I got for this game. Moving on. Titans on the road in Detroit. Lions minus 11, the largest total of the week. Over, under 46 flat, shade to the under. Luke, take this one away.
Well, if you listened to me last week, I told you it was too many points with the Titans against the Bills at 8.5. I said they're going to stop the run. They've got a great defense. They're going to be able to limit this offense. I was right for a half, and then they forgot how to play football. And they let 34 unanswered go to lose that game when they were controlling the it truly was it was insanity what they did in the second half. That Titans team, I want to say all the same things I said last week. I think that they can keep this close. I think that they can stop the run. You can't bet this fucking team. They need to trade everyone, fire everyone, start over. I don't even know. I don't even know if you need to fire
all the franchise. Let's rebuild. Let's move to another country and rebuild.
Move back to Houston. See if the Texans will go somewhere else. I don't know what. It's bad.
Who is playing quarterback for them this week?
Who fucking cares? Both of them stink. It's bad. So no, not betting anything in this game.
It's the first time Dan Campbell has ever been a double-digit favorite. He's been a favorite of a touchdown or more 4 times. He's 1-3 against the spread in those spots. It's a big letdown spot after a big win against a rival last week, and they lose Jameson Williams, who at the beginning of the season we were all talking about as opening up this Lions offense as an outside down the field threat to complement Amon-Ra and Laporta over the middle.
I hear all that, but I watched too many Titans games.
I think you're talking me into the under here, Brant. Not necessarily taking the Titans, but more or less the under here.
That's what my play is in this game. It's the under. If the Titans are gonna want to be competitive in this game, they're gonna have to limit the scoring for the Lions.
Yeah,
something that teams haven't been able to do. But if they want to be competitive, Lions got to score.
Luke, did we say the Titans are good up front on defense? Is that what you said?
Yes, they have two really good D tackles.
Jeffrey Simmons.
And then Sweat, the rookie, they can clog the middle. Their front seven's good. Corner, honestly, the whole defense is good. They went out and paid a bunch of people. They traded for
really isn't bad.
The defense is
not
good.
A bad defense.
They get tired because their offense can't move the fucking ball. It's atrocious.
Yeah, well, they just get worn out.
Gas.
It's like, what the fuck do you do?
I feel bad
so, Brant, do you ever play on this game?
No, sorry, I cut Corey off while he was talking there.
Go ahead, Corey.
No, you're good. I have the under 46 minus 110.
It's minus 112, and I'm also going to take that for 2 units.
All right, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to tease the Titans up 6.5 points to 17.5, and I'm going to pair that. I'm going to pair that with the Chiefs down to 3.5 at minus 130.
Wowza. I told you, Brant.
Gross.
You don't tease bad teams up. You don't.
You told me not to tease. You told me not to tease. That is not how this season has been going.
Ooh. You got that critical number of 17.5. That's a big number.
What do you mean you don't tease bad teams up? What are you talking about?
Those big numbers getting teased up, they just get blown out more often than they cover the 17.5.
That is the whole
I don't think
point.
that's true. I don't think that's true.
Okay.
I'd like to see a stat on that.
My brain stat is tracking it because I've done this before.
Yeah,
and this goes back to when I used to bet 10-point
I've done it before too.
Yeah. I mean,
all right, we'll see how it plays out. Bold move, Cotton. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
2 units on the under.
2 units, Corey.
All right.
2 units on the under for me. It's 46.5. Moving on. Packers on the road in Jacksonville. Jags 4.5-point dogs at home, minus 112. Over under 49.5. Sorry, my screen is glitched. Shade to the under, minus 112. Corey, lead us off here.
Points. I don't see a world where Jordan Love and this pass catching offense does not score at least 30 points on this Jaguar secondary. And I think Trevor Lawrence can keep up with the pace. I like what the Jags are doing on offense. I love Tank Bigsby. Etienne should be back. Etienne sucks, but it's better with him there than it is without him. Brian Thomas is really good. So I think the Jaguars are going to keep pace here. I like the over. I also like a lean on the Jaguars spread here. Was it 4.5 or 3.5?
4.5.
4.5. I like the lean on that as well.
Brant?
I got no read on this game. I was saying to Luke earlier, Jordan Love is playing with so much variance. It scares me to play him, especially on the road.
Luke?
Yeah, I got something for you. Packers are the hottest team in football right now. Damn near. I mean, they're just coming out. Jordan Love is playing some of the most fun football we've ever seen a quarterback play. He's so electric to watch. He throws balls that nobody else would even think about throwing, which sometimes can be a bad thing. But a lot of times, good things happen because he's special and he's got a lot of really good receivers. And I disagree with Corey. I don't disagree with the points, but I disagree that the Jags can keep pace. I don't think the Jags can keep pace. They're coming back home from 2 weeks in London. Back home, they finally got another win. I think this is just let down, and the Packers come in and roll. This is reminding me of 2 weeks ago when I said you can comfortably lay the Packers with 4.5. I think you can comfortably lay them again 4.5 here, and I'm going to put 2 units on it. I love the Packers in this game.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I mean, the Jags were like 1 game away from having their whole staff fired, and they beat a bad Patriots.
They beat the Patriots
10-0 They were losing 10-0 I'm with you. I mean, I agree though. I mean, Love is playing with a lot of variance, but man, this Jags secondary is so bad. I love betting Jags overs. This total's a little high, and Packers defense is good.
Packers defense is good.
Yeah. I'm with you. Give me 2 units on the Packers minus 4.5.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Anything on this game? Me and I've been riding the Packers a lot this year.
They're so much fun.
So fun. They're so much fun. I'm shocked. I mean, obviously this line is what it is because it's in Jacksonville. If this is at home, it's Packers minus 7.5 all day.
Yeah, that's why I think 4.5 is not enough. I think this should be closer to 5.5, maybe even 6.
And the Jags are flying back from London, long travel, across the pond. So,
The Packers know they got to keep pace. They got to keep pace with the rest. They're in the best division of football. They got to win games.
Yeah,
they got to go.
Can't let off the gas. That's for sure. Moving on, Ravens on the road in Cleveland. Browns +9 at home, -112. Over under 44.5. 110 both sides. Luke, go ahead, take this one off.
Over 44.5. This total is not high enough. Ravens are the best offense in the NFL right now. The Browns with Jameis, huge morale bump and just QB play bump. Say what you want about Jameis Winston. He can throw the ball down the field. They can actually run an offense, unlike Deshaun Watson. He'll throw for 200 yards. And this Ravens defense has not been anything that's been impressive at all this year. I think that this is a smash over.
Corey?
I don't have a play in this game. I don't like the big differential AFC North games, so I'm going to shy away from it. If I did have a lean, it would be the Ravens here. I think Jameis coming in is going to be a big morale boost, but I think it's going to sway a lot of people to the Browns, and I'm a big going against the public money guy, so I think the Ravens -9 is my lean here.
Brant?
Division dogs of more than a touchdown are usually one of my favorite plays. The Browns are getting healthy on the O-line again. They've got 4 of their starters back from injury, but I don't even know.
Coincidence?
I don't even know if Jameis is going to play. I mean, what's the deal with him being not the backup? I know. Did he today?
Yeah.
Did they sign Zappy? I just it was so weird that he was not the backup.
It was because fans kept chanting, "We want Jameis."
It's if you put him as the emergency quarterback, the fans don't.
Okay, well that's bad. That's not good that they're letting the fans decide how they make their depth chart.
This team is a fucking joke.
They didn't decide. The fans didn't decide it because
not even
they put him on as an emergency quarterback. They said,
organization.
We're going to put this guy as the third string so you can't.
Organization, top down, joke, JOKE.
Bronny. You guys, Bronny's in.
Oh, fuck yes. I hope he throws a lot to Braun.
Oh, you guys watching?
Wait. You already missed a field goal.
Oh, Braun to Bronny, screen.
This could be an all-time live moment. Damn.
All right, never mind. Sorry.
So you gonna bet anything or no? You gonna take the Browns?
No, I'm not. But I do have one more thing to say. I don't like the name Bronny. I wish he would just be LeBron James Jr. Have some respect for your father, right?
Yeah.
Well, didn't his father name him Bronny?
No, his name is LeBron James Jr.
Oh, really? And he wants to go by Bronny?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I have no play in this game.
LeBron's son.
I have no play in this game. I lean Browns with the points, which is gross. But I'm not betting the Browns. They're a stay away team. And the Ravens are...
Way Ravens are playing right now, you could lay any number they gave you.
I know, it's tough. I'm not laying the 9.5. This goes down to the 8.5 for the Ravens. I would definitely be looking to tease them, but at 9, I'm not going to tease them. So, moving on, though. Colts, another divisional game. Big divisional week, yeah? Yeah, a lot of divisional games this week. Colts on the road in Houston for this little rematch. Texans at home -5.5, -115. Over under 46 flat. I will say this line has moved. Texans were as high as 6.5 point favorites. This is down a point. Luke, go ahead here.
We are going to go ahead and take the under here. Texans offense has been very disappointing since Nico Collins has gone out. The offensive line is a complete mess. Finster hates Laramie Tunsil, but he's still the best offensive lineman on that line, and the rest of the line is atrociously bad. I think there's going to be a lot of running here in this game. Jonathan Taylor, I think, is going to play. I expect both teams to want to pound the rock, and I think the time's going to go quickly here. Anthony Richardson, Sam keeps getting mad at me. I don't say anything nice about him. When the play breaks down, he can get you a first down that other guys can't. But when the play is going the way it's supposed to, he can't get the first down. So that's my Anthony Richardson stuff.
Luke, you're so close on this game. You just still can't get over your Texans bias, man. The Colts plus the points in this game. It's so easy.
I'm just going to take the under because I think the game script for the Colts to win is under.
The Colts are 6-1 against the spread this season. The Texans have not been great against the spread. They managed to cover last week, although it didn't feel like they did. It didn't feel like they deserved that one. Stroud in his career is 1-2 against the spread against the Colts, and in those 3 games, Nico is averaging 156 yards per game. So without him, I agree their offense is probably going to struggle. On top of that, DeForest Buckner back. I mentioned him last week, but he didn't play last week. He was activated. This is his first week back. He's the run stopper, the best player on the front for the Colts, and the only success that you're thinking that the Texans could have, Mixon had 160 rushing yards in Week 1 against the Colts. Buckner coming back is at least going to help a little bit there.
Buckner played that game though, didn't he? I believe he did.
Did he get? Is that the game he got hurt in?
I think he got hurt Week 2. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure he started the season playing.
All right. Well, whatever.
I do agree he will definitely help their defense. That's 100% true.
Colts plus some points.
Yeah, give me the under for 2 units with Luke. I like it. I agree.
When it was at 6.5, I probably would take the Colts.
I agree. That line move. I'm not buying the line move on the way down. Give me it at 46 on the under. Divisional game. Texans have been struggling since no Nico. And Colts
we just said that.
And Colts all. I'm reiterating. Thank you, Brant. Douchebag. Yeah, Colts offense with Richardson is the opposite of a wagon. What's the opposite of a wagon?
Fucking.
Think about that. Instead of a wagon, an anchor. Yeah, it's an anchor. So yeah, give me the under 2 units on this. I'm with you on this, Luke.
Why is Bronny taking minutes away from my Pookie Bear DNA?
NFL, not NBA.
Anyway,
please, you're gonna piss me off.
Because his father is on the team.
So stupid. Very quick. He just shot a 3 and he missed.
Corey.
Anyway.
Come on, man. For real.
For the same exact reasons that everybody else said everything, I'm taking the under as well. I was on this before. I'm not going to say that the Texans suck without Nico. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. Moving on, though. This was my favorite 1:00 game this week. Eagles on the road in Cincy. Bengals 2.5-point favorites at home, -115. Over under 47.5, -112. Bengals fans, go ahead, fight for this one. I know you want to go.
So I'm just gonna say this is a big game because this is if we find out that we're actually back or not. Are we back or do we just play the Giants and the Browns? That's what I need to know. I need to know if the defense is actually here, if the defense is better. The Eagles, I don't think are some juggernaut, but I think they're a good team. I think they're a solid team. I think this is a team that could win a playoff game. I don't know if they're like true contender status, but they could win a playoff game. Saquon scares the fuck out of me in this game. We've gotten McKinley Jackson back. We've gotten fucking Rankins back. BJ Hill back. The defensive line looks good. We lost Orlando Brown, maybe, and Geno Stone, but I think Stone's going to play. I'm less concerned about that. Cody Ford's a problem. Eagles' defensive line turned up last week. They've been awful all year. They got 8 sacks. Giants' offensive line without Andrew Thomas is really bad, but ours without Orlando Brown is also a problem because Volson is the one on that side. The left side
Cody
is a
Ford
big problem.
Next to Volson on Burrow's blind side is terrifying.
Awful. Mims has been unbelievable. I don't know if we can move him over for a week or not and see how that goes.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah, except for he's only played a couple games, but yeah, he's been really good.
I am not going to bet on this game. I really think that the Bengals -2.5 actually makes me more confident because the bookmakers know something. I think this should be closer to damn near fucking pick 'em. I don't think the Bengals have proved enough yet, but yeah, I'm not going to bet anything. But the Bengals need to win this fucking game.
Brant?
I'm going to take the spread. Luke mostly covered it. I'm going to take the spread. Just, I don't know. Homer.
Yeah. Corey?
I think it could be a very big Burrow game. I'll say that much.
I'm not going to make a big deal about this because I am now 6-1 on my whale plays. However, whale play going into week 8 is the Bengals -2.5 here. I love them in this spot. I don't think the Eagles are good at all. I think their defensive line is getting so much more credit than what they deserve. They played the Browns and the Giants, the 2 worst offensive lines in the league.
We're both coming off of playing the Browns.
Yeah. if Jalen Hurts wants to prove me wrong, he can. But I just think Jalen Hurts throws too many picks. He's not very good, and is a tush push merchant. So Saquon scares me though.
Yeah, AJ Brown against our DBs scares the fucking shit out of me too.
Someone's got to get him the ball.
Yeah, and you guys just keep making points. Yeah, I'm on the Eagles. I mean, for the point you guys are all making, it's not really about the Eagles' offense for me, though. It's really the defensive line. Burrow's going to get sacked like 5+ times this game. You know that, right?
If Orlando Brown doesn't play, that is a very.
Good.
If Orlando Brown
they
doesn't play,
just
that's a very
the Giants
real
8 times.
They
Once
had
again,
this is why I
pressure.
see all these fucking squares that see that they sacked the Daniel Jones 8 times. They were going against a high school offensive line.
And we were talking at the beginning of the year about how they had no pass rush at all.
Right. And Daniel Jones isn't exactly the greatest pocket passer of all time. Like, come on.
I mean,
I do think the Bengals have a lot of history of game planning offensively around Burrow, knowing he's going to be under pressure all the time. Like, we're going to do the thing where we walk the running back up and, like, preset the protection and, like, we're going to do quick passes that way.
Zach Moss, get ready to block, buddy.
You're going to be a lot Zach today. Moss, you're playing tackle,
expect some
buddy.
Drew Sample backfields today. There's going to be some Drew
Sample in the backfield. Definitely will be Sample in the backfield. Yeah, it's not a situation that the Bengals are not used to being in at the very least. So
very true.
Yeah, I'm gonna tease the Eagles. This is an easy teaser spot for me. Give me the Eagles up to 8.5 on the road, paired with God. I like the Chargers and the Steelers.
You shouldn't tease bad teams up, Connor.
Man, this is a tough spot.
It's against your team, but you should take the Seahawks up to 9.
Are you teasing this game, or do you have them plus?
Yes, I am. Give me the Eagles paired with the Chargers in a 6.2 team teaser. 3 units, please. I was just thinking I didn't know if I want to pair them with the Steelers or the Chargers. Ultimately, I took the Chargers.
Yikes.
Moving on. Jets on the road in New England. Jets -7 on the road in a divisional game. Over under 41.5. I'm gonna go here. This total is too low. Give me the over 2 units.
Yep. I'm on that one too. I'm gonna take 2 units.
Jets defense bad. Patriots defense bad. Both these offenses frisky. I'm not gonna say good.
Lit the Patriots up on Thursday night. Lit them up.
And now we insert Drake May.
Drake May's been unbelievably good. He's played bad defenses, but yeah.
And well, the Jets defense has seemingly gotten worse through injury throughout the year. So, I mean, give me this over all day, 2 units.
41.5 is laughable.
The Jets defense is possibly going to be missing 4 of their 5 starting defensive backs in this one, with Chuck Clark on IR, Michael Carter, DJ Reed, both injured, and then Ashton Davis and Tony Adams, both their safeties got concussions last week. Which is why I'm playing New England +7.
I also, you took the words out of my mouth. I was like, man, you're talking. I think New England might win this outright. Fuck. That's value.
It's scary because the Jets, this is if it wasn't the season last week, it's the season this week. Like,
man,
you really have to win this game.
But here's the thing: the Jets aren't good.
I agree. I said it. I had Steelers last week. I didn't understand why people were on the Jets.
Like, I'm looking at this line at 7. It's too much, dude. Especially in the divisional game. I know the Patriots are a bottom 3 team in the NFL, but fuck, man, the Jets aren't no powerhouse. I mean,
they're way more serviceable with May. I'll tell you that much.
Yep, Corey.
Yeah, I'm getting scared because we all have the same picks. I'm also on the over in this game.
We're all aligning here.
Yeah, this is going to be an all-time bad line chasers week, or it's going to be really good.
I think we all just watch a lot of football. We just know what we're doing at this point.
It's weird. But
Luke?
I had the over. I was right with you. 2 units on the over for me.
You have 2 on it?
Yep.
Come on and do 2, Corey. Have fun. He said no. Moving on. Falcons on the road in Tampa Bay. Bucks +2.5, over under 46. Big news coming out of Tampa. No Mike Evans, no Godwin. What's this offense going to look like? Brant, lead us off.
This one could be really ugly. If you guys will remember, these teams already played each other, and Kirk Cousins had 500 yards.
Yep.
But I said last week when he gets pressured, he looks like late career Eli Manning. Like he crumbles in the pocket when any pressure gets near him. These are both teams that I'm looking to fade going forward in the year, so I'm staying away from this one and seeing who comes out of it looking the most embarrassingly bad, because I think it's going to be one or the other.
Yep, Corey. I think Corey, me, you're going to have the same play in this game.
Well, if your play is not to have a play, then you are correct, because I don't have a play in this game.
Really?
I don't have a play either, so it's all you, Con.
This is really fucking
yeah, this is more or less just on the, here's the thing. Todd Bowles knows he's got to step up now. I mean, this offense is not going to be a juggernaut, right? It's no longer. They're banged up. They're going to have to run the football a lot. It's going to look ugly. Kirk O'Chains ain't throwing for no more 500 yards, okay? Mm-hmm. That's not going to happen. Divisional game. This line, this line should be bigger. Considering all the Bucs injuries, I know they're at home, but still, this offense is going to look insanely abysmal. Now, here's the thing, too, that's going to play into my play here. Falcons' run defense is a joke. Their pass defense their secondary is good, but their pass rush is a joke. So any team can do whatever they want against this team, right? So traditionally, you would think the over, but since all the Bucs injuries, I'm going to play the under for 2 units in this game. I think
that was the only thing I was looking at there.
Todd Bowles is not going to let 500 yards of fucking offense fly. It's going to be a lot of running from both teams. Mm-hmm. Bijan rushing on my radar this game. Also, give me Bucky Irving totals. Give me White. Give me everybody. It doesn't matter. Just give me everybody rushing totals this game in the under 2 units. It's going to be a low-scoring divisional banging fucking. This game's going to end 10-17. That's my prediction. Maybe even 10-16. Might be a field goal fest. Kicker props? Question mark. This is the
real quick. If you have to pick a Tampa Bay wide receiver going forward that steps up and becomes number 1, yeah, McMillan is who you like.
Mm-hmm. Yes, probably. Absolutely. Just from a talent perspective.
What are the other guys? Don't they have a rookie?
Sterling Shepard.
Sterling Shepard. McMillan is the rookie.
Sean Tucker's like a hybrid. He runs and he catches it.
Tucker is who I was thinking of. Yeah.
I watched McMillan at Washington. He can play.
Yeah. Moving on. This is the most head-scratching game. They know something I don't. Cardinals on the road in Miami. Dolphins -3, 115. Over under 46.5, -110. Man, obviously this is telling me Tua is going to play. But, what does that even look like? He's been out since week 2. It's week 8. It's his first week. He hasn't been practicing. It's his first week of practice.
Is he for sure going to play?
That's what the line says.
This line is not -3
the Cardinals would not
for a reason. No, they would be a favorite. It would be a 6-point flip.
Bad though.
They would be favored if
I don't think I agree. I think they probably would be favored, but it's not Thompson. It's fucking Tim Boyle. Huntley got hurt.
Here, I'll give you some Adam Chernoff stats here, Connor. He got
help me out, Brand.
He got really in depth on this one.
I'm sure he did.
So
this seems like
last year in Tua's first game back from his concussion last year, he was 23 QBR lower than his season average. And he's citing this online medical study over the last however many years they've been tracking it. Quarterbacks for their first game back from a concussion average between 10 to 20 QBR lower and a full yard lower yards per attempt in their first game back from concussions. So that's why I'm playing the under here. 46.5.
46.5.
Yeah. Under.
This game is crazy.
Also, just continually fading the Cardinals' offense, which would have made you a lot of money this year.
Also, side note, I'm going to interject this: Dolphins' defense has not been that bad. They
played some bad offenses in these.
They have, but here we go again. You're playing another mediocre offense in the Cardinals. I don't know. I kind of with you, Brant. I think I'm also going to tell you on the under -46.5 for 2 units. I agree.
I think Miami's offense is going to be very heavily run first, quick passes, nothing too hard for Tua. Don't let him take deep drops and be under pressure.
So what did Chernoff say on Tua's stats? Was he He's in?
He assumed that he was going to play because of the line.
Yeah.
Give me the under 2 units. I don't even think he's going to play. I really don't. I just the fucker was in dark sunglasses in the shade last week. Now he's going to come and play in a football game?
You want to know something that's really frustrating? Something very frustrating to me. If this Cardinals team could look themselves in the mirror and say, if we could figure out how to get the ball to Marvin Harrison Jr., we could be a fucking playoff team and even goddamn win this fucking division. Their division is in fucking shambles right now. The Rams are dead. The Niners are fucking, everyone's on IR for the Niners. The Seahawks can't play, like the Seahawks are, I think the Seahawks are good. I was on the Seahawks last week. Seahawks are good, but like, look around at your division. You can fucking make a run here, but you can't play offense, and your defense you already know isn't going to be good because you don't have that much talent. You should be able to move the ball, and they can't. So I can't confidently bet them, but God, I want to bet on them so bad here. I can't. I lean the Cardinals in the points. I don't know what we're getting from Tua.
Points over?
No,
the
points.
No, just
getting.
Cardinals.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm following you.
Mike McDaniel and Tyreek and Jalen Waddle, you don't get the excuses that you're getting for not. Tua is not good enough to have these excuses. Like, your offense can't be the worst offense in the league because you're missing Tua. Like, Zach Taylor was able to get 9 wins with
Jake.
Like, Burrow was there for some of it, but they were a fucking competent football team. They didn't even beat the Chiefs with Jake Browning. If you're supposed to be this genius, Mike McDaniel, you have to be able to fucking get some offense out of your backup quarterbacks. I don't get it. It's bad. The Dolphins,
play this under, Luke. Fade these
play
coaches
under.
that you hate them.
Under. Fuck it.
Yeah.
This is not, you know what's
on.
crazy too? I've been on Dolphin totals like the last couple weeks. I didn't play last week, but man, this is like a 10-point jump for them, Luke. It's a big move. I mean,
yeah,
this is a premium brand. I think, man, this is the whale play. I came in here like I'm gonna.
That's a big. Actually, no, I'm looking at that is a really big total.
It's a big total. I'm just gonna stick with it.
Yeah, I'll put 2 units on. Actually, this should be at 42.
The Cardinals make me sad. I'm a man of my word. I said last week that if they fucked me out of the teaser, I'm done with the Cardinals. I'm done betting their games. Might bring me back, but not this week.
They covered last night.
Yeah, but I don't care. They fucked me. I love the Cardinals. I think if I were to pick an NFC team in the NFL to root for, it'd be the Cardinals, but I'm not betting this game. Man of my word.
Jump on the Packers, bro. It's so fun.
Moving on.
Corey, give me 2 units on this under.
I have 2 units on the
under.
That.
Yeah, 2 units. It's such a good play. Moving on. Buffalo Bills on the road in Seattle. Seahawks +3 at home. Over under 47 flat -110. Luke, I know you don't like the Bills.
I don't like. Holy Christ, that was a bad voice crack. I don't like the Bills, and I love the fucking Seahawks. And if you're giving the Seahawks points at home, you're fucking crazy. Hit the fucking button. I lost last week on the fucking under. We're back for blood.
Tactical nuke incoming!
It's all Seahawks, baby. Seahawks +3. I'm buying it up 0.5 point. I don't know what it's going to be at. It's
won't be much. It's actually going that way.
Won't be much. Yeah, so I'll see what we can do. Let me see if I can find an alternate total. But yeah, we're taking
Metcalf injury. Metcalf injury doesn't worry you.
I like DK. He's a very hard. He's not like a. I think that the Seahawks.
What? What are you saying?
What I'm trying to say is he's a hard receiver to predict what kind of impact he's going to have on a game, because some days he has like 3 catches for 25 yards and you wonder if he even played. Other days he has 5 catches for 150 yards.
The bad game that he had this year, he had a 40-yard touchdown brought back because of the hole.
Listen, brother, I'm just saying. They have Jackson Smith and Jigba, who doesn't get enough targets anyway. They have Tyler Lockett still. They have Noah Fant, who they don't even throw the ball to. Geno is good. I don't think this Bills defense is that good. What? You're getting weak at me?
And the grandma's here, listen.
I think Kenneth Walker is going to -120 at +3.5, Corey. I think Kenneth Walker's going to have a huge game against the Bills. Here, the Bills can't stop a nosebleed in the run game. He's going to have probably 150 yards and 3 touchdowns. Seahawks control this whole game and win easily. I'll take the field goal at home.
Brant?
I'm playing under 47 for 2 units because I think DK does matter to this offense. I don't think Smith and Jigba and Lockett can replace what they miss as an outside receiving threat that DK brings. I'm also a little bit concerned with Seattle's offensive line, which allowed a 35% pressure rate last week. But I think this is actually like the first good matchup for Seattle's defense that they've had in a while, because Allen hasn't really been able to push the ball downfield that well this year. So I'm playing under for 2 units.
Corey?
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills for a unit here. I know I go against Luke's whale play a lot, but it's nothing against him.
Just for a little uni too, like
I just think this is big boy football, and I think the Bills are so much better than the Seahawks. The Bills might be my AFC team to go to the Super Bowl. I think they're really good. This offensive scheme is now even more deadlier with Amari Cooper there.
Right.
What?
They added a 30-year-old receiver, and that was the missing piece.
The Bills are your Super Bowl team?
They are. They're my AFC Super Bowl team.
Wow.
They're not to win, but I think they...
Again, do you know who the Bills' wins are against?
I don't...
About to be Seattle. No, I'm just... Anywho, Corey, make your points so we can move on.
No. I get interrupted. Go ahead, Luke.
I mean, I can tell you if you want. They're against fucking nobodies. The Bills have beaten the Jets, stink. They've beaten the Jaguars, stink. Dolphins, stink. Cardinals, stink. And the Titans, stink. They've gotten blown out by the Ravens, and then they lost to the Texans.
So the Seattle Seahawks have beat the Broncos, the Patriots, the Dolphins, and the Falcons.
Did I say that the Seahawks were my pick to go to the Super Bowl?
Excuse me?
Like, I don't know. Like,
that's why they're getting points.
Yeah, they're getting points at home.
You don't have DK.
Whatever. DK's not that big.
Yeah, I'll make this nice and sweet. No play for me. No read on this game. Moving on. Saints on the road in LA versus the Chargers. Chargers -7 at home, -115. Over under 39.5. Low total, high spread. You know what that means. It's going to be ugly. Luke, you're Chargers hater.
Chargers should not be getting 7 points. Chargers should not be laying 7 points against a single team in the fucking NFL.
You sure? You sure? This
Saints not a chance. Not a chance. They're so bad after what's starting off so hot. Yeah, complete fade here.
Yeah, I'll go here. I mean, I already took the Chargers in a teaser with the Eagles. I like the value of the teaser this week for them. Especially, I like taking favorites at home, not favorites on the road. Not big favorites on the road, big favorites at home. Especially after what they put on the field Monday night with the Cardinals. That's a joke. So I also lean under here, but I already got them in a teaser, so you already know where I'm at with them. Brant?
This is my nuke.
Oh, wow.
Oh, over 40.
Wow.
It's 39.5.
Even better.
Yeah. Let's go.
Even better. Let's go.
Connor, you're going to like this.
This
is a max rest advantage spot with New Orleans playing on Thursday and the Chargers playing Monday night. In these spots, the over is 72%, 33-13. The Saints are getting back 4 starters on offense from injury, including Olave, their best receiver.
Is he playing?
Taysom Hill, gadget guy. I think so. Was a concussion, and he missed last week. So
yeah, but he's had a few. So, but I think he is.
And then also their right guard Ruiz and their best offensive lineman, the center Lucas Patrick. Plus, Kamara signed a new contract today. That bodes well for the Saints run game, I think, against a Chargers run defense that just gave up 100 yards last week to James Conner. And on the other side, the Chargers offense, since the bye, when Greg Roman had an interview citing the need to open the offense up before the bye, Herbert had no more than 27 attempts in any of their 4 games. Since the bye, 34 and 39 pass attempts. This game is flying over this low-ass number.
Does it scare you that Herbert threw for 350 yards and they were unable to score a touchdown?
No, it actually reinforces my feeling that is a low variant, or that's a high variance play that's going to regress to the mean, and that's going to translate to points.
Okay.
Corey?
I didn't have play in this game, and then Brant started talking, and now I'm on the over. So I got 1 unit on that. Brant, I'm telling you, one of the hottest bettors.
Let me take a bow.
I just can't do it. I can't put money in the Saints. I'm a straight fade of the Saints. Who's be the quarterback, Brant?
Kamara. I like Kamara. It doesn't matter. It's going to be the Saints' run game.
I think it's going to be right. It would be awesome if it was Taysom Hill for a full game. That would be fucking awesome.
I think you will. I think you will see some Hill if it's the backup quarterback.
Oh,
I don't know, maybe at QB, but it'll at least be featured in that H-back spot. They'll get him some carries. They'll get him some looks out in the flat off of like that zone split play action.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking what Brant said. I'm like, man, do I like the Chargers my teaser? No, I do. I like the Chargers. The Saints suck. I'm not going to overthink this. I don't care how many people they get back from injury. If Derek Carr,
they did lose Shaheed. Shaheed's gone. He's one of their most dynamic playmakers.
I'm out. I don't care. They stink. I'm not out. This Chargers team is not a bad team. They're average. They're an average team. Can we agree, Luke? They're average.
I said they're average, but people are acting like they're a playoff team. They set their win total at fucking 8.5 just because they hired Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah. No, they have completely flipped their offensive style since the bye. They were like the highest run rate in the NFL before the bye.
Right. They scored 15 points against the Cardinals.
Exactly, Luke. This is what I'm fucking talking about. He threw the ball 39 times.
I'm talking about my Chargers hatred for the Chargers right now. That's all I'm talking about. I didn't bet on them to win the fucking game. Jim Harbaugh's a fucking ass clown. If anyone saw his dumb ass arguing that fucking call for 5 minutes on the field, and the really fucking pussy ass refs were just like, sir, please, we need you to step back. He's running through them. Like anybody else is getting fucking flags thrown for delay a game. It was an absolute embarrassment. He's a fucking clown. Fuck him.
We're in on that. Moving on.
Your hate for the Chargers stemmed because Justin Herbert's in the same draft class as Joe Burrow.
No, I actually have given up on the Herbert thing. Burrow's put that shit to bed 10 times over. It doesn't even matter anymore.
All right.
Moving
it's
on.
Like the Hawks fans with Trey.
Moving on. Chiefs on the road in Las Vegas versus the Raiders. Another big divisional total, Brant. This has you written all over it. Raiders plus 10 at home, over under 41 flat shade to the over. Brant.
I teased the Chiefs down earlier, and it's because Mahomes is 10-2 against the Raiders in his career. The last time they played was on Christmas of last year. The Raiders won. And if you guys remember, in the offseason, the Raiders defensive players were posting videos of them doing Kermit voice Mahomes impressions during workouts. And Mahomes had a quote about it already earlier in the season where he was just basically like, yeah, like when the time comes, we'll see how that plays out for them. So I think that it's the same reason I played the Chiefs last week. It's not that I'm bought in on them as a serious contender. It's just a spot where Mahomes doesn't lose.
Yeah, this has clowning written all over it. This has clowning in capital letters. Andy Reid's going to pull 5 plays you've never even seen before out of the hat for this one. All-time coach mismatch. One of the best coaches of all time. One of the top 5 coaches of all time, actually, versus one of maybe the worst coaches we've ever seen in the National Football League, in Antonio Pierce. I think this Raiders team might have given up. Is Minshew going to be able to suit up? Minshew suiting up because O'Connell's hurt?
Yeah, O'Connell's hurt.
I don't even know. It's just
they got Desmond Ridder, though.
Oh, that's who it was. I was wondering. I was like, who the fuck did they sign? Ridder, yeah. Raiders are so dead. 10 points spread in a 41-point total is asinine. I don't know if the Raiders, like they're projecting the Raiders scored fucking like 9 points. It's bad. No play.
So you're not playing
no play.
You're not playing the Chiefs?
No, I'm not. It's still the Chiefs. I'm probably gonna put Mahomes to throw a pick on my fucking card because he does it every week now.
All right. I also don't have a play in this game. I really don't care about either of these teams. Antonio Pierce sucks. But hey, good for Desmond Ritter getting in.
Why do you got a
Worst
paycheck?
quarterback I've ever seen in my
I
life,
love Desmond
Ritter.
You see.
Yeah, I have no play this game.
Yeah.
Too big of a total for a divisional game for me.
Hmm.
Moving on, Carolina Panthers on the road in Denver versus the Broncos. Broncos -9 at home, over under 43.5, -110. Brant.
Andy Dalton got into a car accident today.
Yep,
Everyone
he sure
was
did.
fine.
Many.
They're all dead.
But I also saw somebody, unrelated tweets. Somebody called his game last week a car accident of a game, and then he got into a car accident today. I want to play Carolina so bad, I want to, but I don't know if I can. I mean, this Broncos offense is probably the most overrated unit in all of football. Talk about not having played anybody and still not putting up fucking points. Just managing to squeak out wins, fucking 10-9 against the Jets.
Panthers defense, Brent. You want me to give you a little stat here?
Yeah, please.
Allowing the most points per game through the first 7 games of the season since 1950.
Holy shit!
All right, let me give you one on the other side. This is the largest spread that the Broncos have ever had under Sean Payton by 6 points. The biggest spread. They've only ever been a 3.5-point favorite ever under Payton. That game was against Easton Stick.
They should never be laying 9. Laying over a touchdown?
I think we do it.
Over
and I
a
said I wasn't going to
touchdown?
bet the Panthers again. I have not bet the Panthers, Brant, since we were on them in week 1 and 2.
I loved them in week 1. Oh my god, it's
all right. Give me for a unit. Give me a unit.
Let's ride, Connor. Let's ride.
Let's do it.
It's way too much. I agree.
So much. I'm riding. The Broncos defense hasn't been as good the past couple of weeks.
Oh, is Surtain going to play? I think he's going to be back.
Yeah.
Because he missed 2 weeks for a concussion. He could have played. I think he could have played last week. It was close.
Yeah.
That definitely worries me.
God, that 9 points is. I saw that. I literally had shell shock. I saw it. I had flashbacks. I was like, "What? How the fuck is this even happening?"
It's too many
How did we
points.
get here?
It's gross.
I've also been playing Panthers overs, but man, dude, this Broncos, it's just like a bad matchup for a total this week. Like I've been playing nothing but Panthers overs. I got screwed last week.
Last week was so bad, dude. How do they only? That was crazy, dude. Crazy.
Yeah.
Every week I see Bo Nick's stats that are like he's scoring higher than is expected at like an all-time rate. Like he's just the luckiest quarterback of the last 20 years. I don't have anything in front of me to prove it, but I swear I see every week people are like,
I agree. I'm with you. That's why I'm on the Panthers.
Between the two guys.
I wasn't going to bet him anymore.
Yeah.
Where he overthrew one and underthrew the other. They're both wide open on a guy within 10 yards of him.
That's like when you're pulling up from like that 12 to 14 and you don't know whether you should bank it or swish it and you end up getting right in between. That's exactly. I know that feeling for Bo. I've been there.
Corey, you gonna play?
I have no play in this game. Both these teams suck. I'm not going to talk myself into a play that I want to bet, but I know I shouldn't bet like you three just did.
Coward.
But,
we did. We just did for a unit though. It's just frisky.
We're going to move this on. Keep it going.
Moving on.
It's just me being hot and trusting my instincts here.
I agree. That's my first instinct looking at that line too. Moving on, Chicago Bears on the road in Washington versus the Commanders. Big news seeing this line. Jane Daniels isn't playing.
Probably not.
Commanders +2 at home, over under 44 flat. Corey, go ahead and take this one. You're a Bears guy.
I am a Bears guy, and that's why I'm taking the Bears this week. I think out of the two quarterbacks, Caleb Williams is the better quarterback. Maybe the stats don't say it this year. I know Luke's squinting his eyes here. I'm a Caleb
Jane
Williams.
Daniels isn't playing.
Yeah, this line is him not playing for us. If Jane Daniels is playing, they'd be
Jaden's not
favored.
playing?
No, it's Marcus Mariota. Which, if you think Caleb is better than Marcus Mariota, I agree.
Or if Jane Daniels is playing, the Commanders are playing a field goal.
Okay, and I'll take the Bears the whole time.
You like the Bears in this against Daniels at this number?
Yes.
Wow.
That's good.
Have you watched Jane Daniels play football?
I think the Bears boat race this team.
I do too.
Marcus
I'm on the
Mariota,
Bears,
I do too. Yeah, with Marcus Mariota, I think so.
And it doesn't even have to really do with the quarterback play. It really most likely has to do with Caleb Williams being to expose this Washington secondary. The secondary is trash. Don't fucking get tricked by the Panthers game last week. Andy Dalton was really bad. The secondary is not good.
I agree.
I'm with the Bears. I'm on the Bears.
They're also going to be down 2 starters on the defensive line. Jonathan Allen and Ante Jean-Baptiste are going to miss this game for Washington as well.
I did not know that. That's good. Good stats. Give me Swift overs.
Yeah, I'm on the Bears. I think it'll be a big Swift game. I want 2 units on Bears minus 2.5. Also, one more stat. Chicago's defense. Great. Chicago's defense is currently 3rd in the NFL in EPA per play allowed.
They are going to destroy Mariota.
Yeah.
It's -2 now.
Yeah, I just said that.
Yeah, you guys.
Give me Bears for unit.
You guys are missing something here. Corey, go ahead. Oh, you already said your play. This is my nuke. Give me Bears money line -130. 3 unit max play, nuke play. Bears. Everything everybody's saying. Give me the money line -130.
I'll take
the Bears are so obvious.
2 units on the money line.
You guys gotta stop taking these 2
Yeah,
lines.
give me the money line. Give me the money line as well. I thought it was 2.5. I didn't know the move. Give me the money line
for 130. The value's there. I point this out to you guys. At least one game every week.
Well, I'm used to back when they actually used to fucking give us actual correct juice on lines before they got all these fucking everybody's grandma and uncle on their couch. Fucking such horseshit.
Yeah, max play Bears, just going off the injuries with the Commanders. Even if Daniels plays, he's not going to be 100%. He won't be using his legs probably as much. Sliding early against a tough matchup.
If I'm the Commanders, the way the season's going, I'm not playing them against this Bears defense.
Well, I'm saying they don't really have to. You really want him to probably get help.
You guys were acting like he's for sure not playing.
Corey, the Bears are favored by 2.5 points.
On the road.
I like the Bears. I think the Bears are a good team.
Corey,
I would like them.
That the Bears have
I would like them against Daniels as well, but not at 2.5. Not as a 2-point favorite on the road.
Corey, what is the record of every Bears win?
They've only beat teams that have 1 win. Player schedule though. Player schedule.
Moving on. Cowboys. This is Sunday Night Football. Cowboys on the road in San Francisco. Niners -4. Over under 46.5. Big news. Ayuk out for the year. Debo dealing with pneumonia. Obviously still no McCaffrey. I mean, Mason has the AC joint. This team is banged up. Luke, you got a dumbass look in your face. What do you got to say?
First off, I want the FBI, the CIA, the NSA. I want the U.S. Marshals. I want every single agency that we have to go and find the people who talk to the reporters for the 49ers about their medical staff, and they all need to be arrested and put in federal prison. The McCaffrey thing to start the year, fucking over every fantasy league in the world, is so bullshit.
Mad about the Debo news.
How the fuck do we find out that Debo Samuel has an illness 2 hours after the 1 p.m. kickoff happens, and he plays at 4:30? And now we didn't know it was pneumonia. He plays 3 plays. Fuck the 49ers medical staff. They're all a bunch of shit-eating morons. That's why you guys are never going to win another Super Bowl. But this is too many points. Give the Cowboys +4.
Let me give you some juice here. I mean, the Niners have absolutely owned the Cowboys, and then in so many ways, I don't have the numbers right in front of me. Obviously, I'm on vacation, so I'm not my normal setup. But off of brain knowledge, and obviously Cowboys and Niners played in playoff games, primetime games. Niners have statistically owned them. Just a little food for thought there while we're going. Brant?
Remember when Dak pulled a Will Howard?
Corey?
I'm going to get caught by the fucking sucker play here. Give me the Cowboys +4. Yeah. I think the sharp play is taking the Niners here.
I know.
But, dude, I just can't with all these injuries. The defense is
really
good. I think the plays.
Is Parsons playing?
I don't know.
I can't put hard-earned money on the Dallas Cowboys the way their roster is this season. I don't trust them at all.
I think the actual.
You know what, Corey? I think you're onto something.
The play is probably better, but I'm gonna
give me the under. Why would I ever put money on the Cowboys? Give me the under for 2 units, mostly off the injuries, and the Niners defense always plays Dak well. So give me the under 46.5, way too many points. The Niners aren't scoring points, so the Cowboys better lay 40 if they're going to cover this total. So
are the Cowboys off a bye? Am I remembering this correctly?
Yes.
No, they just played last week, right?
No, they're off a bye.
No, yeah, they are off bye. They are off bye, yeah.
Yeah. Give me the Cowboys plus 4. I might look like a fucking fool, but
yeah, no, honestly, like I had a bad week last week, so let's just continue me having bad weeks. So Cowboys plus 4.
Yeah, give me 2 units on the under. Moving on, last game, Monday night. Our Steelers. Here we go. Giants.
My Super Bowl pick in the AFC.
In Pittsburgh.
Nice.
Minus 6.5 over under a low 36.5. Corey?
Do I have to do this? Do I have to do this spiel again? No, I don't.
Brant?
No play.
This is the most that the Pittsburgh Steelers have been favored to win a game by since Big Ben retired.
Yeah, boy. We're back.
Since Ben retired, the Steelers have been a favorite of 4 or more just twice, and they lost both of those games outright at home. You can go ahead and give me the Giants plus the points. Just 1 unit, but this is a classic remember who the Steelers are game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't know if I just wanted to piggyback off this because of how you guys. I just listened to Sunday because I wasn't here, so hearing how you guys were talking about the Steelers was fucking hilarious. Corey Rusty Ryder. Let's chill it out.
They're great as a dog. They're great as a dog.
They're great as a dog.
Steelers is a 6.5-point favorite. It's not
huge Tomlin letdown spot. But I will say
Tomlin
I'm not going to bet.
Letdown spot is wild to say.
It is. Tomlin gets you guys up, and then he lets you guys down when you're big favorites. My big thing here is Corey was praising how good your offensive line has played, which I won't disagree with. You have played above your fucking punching weight with the injuries.
I'm saying, yeah, with the okay.
Yes, I listened to your words. Unlike you. Sexy Dexy don't care. That motherfucker's got 9 sacks, and he's a D tackle. He's having an Aaron Donald-like season. He's unbelievably good. That defensive line is going to give you Russie fits because he cannot move like he used to.
You're going to see a lot of Russ bailing and throwing it away out of bounds, Andy Dalton style, which he loves to do.
Yep, I 110% agree. I'm not going to bet it though because of how bad they're just so bad. But I really see the Steelers having a lot of problems here. I would lean the Giants.
Yeah, I'm putting my better cap on here and not my Steelers hat. Give me Giants plus 6.5, 2 units.
Wow.
Neighbors big game.
I think Neighbors have a huge game.
Neighbors have a huge game. I'm gonna absolutely nuke his line. Yeah, Brent, you hit on the head. I mean,
Joey Porter Jr. on him,
brother.
Don't shake your head. He's been unreal this year.
I'm a Steelers fan.
Do I have to pull up? Okay. I'll do it later. I'll do it later, but
Joey Porter Jr. doesn't even follow receivers, Corey. He doesn't even follow receivers. Like, let's be real here. Are you a real fan or are you a fucking homer?
He's that good.
I agree. He's a
one
good corner.
One side of the field you don't have to worry about.
Receivers. Okay, just put fucking Neighbors on the other
side. Jair doesn't follow receivers.
Dante
yeah,
Johnson.
A lot of good corners don't follow receivers. And this is not me saying that I like Joey Porter, but
because they've all grown up soft as baby shit. These corners these days, they would never fucking last a single second in the 2000s.
Oh, well, if you just play, if your team plays more
middle linebacker, you're a fucking idiot.
But yeah, no, main point for this is low total, high points, primetime game. It's going to be a close game. I wish I was getting the 7, but I don't mind the 6.5, though. Man, even Giants money line is kind of no. I can't do that. Could never do that. I'll take the 6.5 though, 2 units. And the reason you don't take the under here. 36 is like season low. I mean, 35.5 is the lowest total of the year. So just take the 6.5. Move on.
Corey, when you planned out before the season started what games you were going to bet for the Steelers, did you not assume that like anything would change throughout the year, like that maybe you might have a different quarterback or some teams would play different to where their preseason expectations were?
No, I'm not doing it based on weekly matchups. I'm doing it. I have my pride on the line with the Steelers. I want to watch the game and not have to worry about any bets or anything. Because if I would just bet the Steelers every single week. Honestly, I'd probably be making money now, but I'm just watching the game as a fan. However, I have such a hatred against one team in the NFL that there is 2 games this year that I am betting the Steelers.
All right. I understand.
He just needs a little extra juice for those games.
Yes, and I understand. The Steelers own this quarterback, and he's overrated.
All right, I take back my criticism because I actually respect that take.
Thank you.
All right, that's a cap. Nuke plays. I took the Bears money line. Commanders. Luke, where were you at?
Seahawks plus 3.5.
Brant.
New Orleans and the LA Chargers over 39.5 total points.
Corey.
My nuke play is the Bengals minus 2.5.
And bankroll builder parlay of the week. Luke, what do you got?
Yeah, I fucking hate these things. The Dolphins selling the 10-1 last weekend was just absolutely fucking disgusting work by Mike McDaniel. He should not be still out of the building. So we're going to make one, but I'm going to do what you guys said. I'm not going to try and keep going for these big odds. We're just going to pick 2 favorites, parlay them together. We're going to go Packers and Bears, little NFC North action, money lines.
My fucking guy. That is my play for 2 units as well. That's my play. Bears, Packers, money line, 2 units. That's a best bet.
I like that.
I'm gonna put 2 units on that.
That's a 2 unit play for me as well.
Let me ride that.
There we go.
That's so clean. What are the odds on that?
Plus 163.
Thank you. Brant, Corey?
That's 2 units.
I like that. I'm not going to put that in the spreadsheet, but I'm going to put real life money on that, I think.
Is that 2 for all of you?
Yes.
Yeah, for me.
Also, I didn't get to say it on the Sunday parlay. There's a one and on. Shout out Najee Harris for the garbage time touchdown to cash my parlay. That was
Shout
huge.
you out, bro.
I fell
Shout
asleep.
out my fantasy football team.
Fell asleep for like an hour. Woke up at like 1 a.m. Saw that Connor was talking shit in the fantasy group chat. I was like, what? What? The game was over.
How this guy catch a lead? And one, shout out J.K. Dobbins for selling and the whole Chargers team. Thank you. We're 5-2, baby.
2 zeros. Fucking Tank Dell and Debo Samuel can suck me.
You know what's crazy? We're 5-2, and now we're here. 2 is back. Tyreek, hello. Jefferson, hello. Here we go. Come on.
All right. We'll get some of Finster and Hunter's picks on Thursday. Oh, sorry, Corey.
Yes, we will give their picks on Thursday. We'll be back with the player props Thursday. Corey, what's your bankroll builder?
Not really a bankroll builder. I mean, it's not going to be at even odds. It's kind of taking a page out of Luke, what he's been doing the past couple of weeks. I'm putting half a unit on Cowboys money line at plus 164, parlayed with the Saints money line at plus 250. Half a unit is plus 824.
Yeah, I would ride that with you if the Saints didn't suck so much ass.
God, why the Saints? I mean, why?
Corey, can I talk you into, Corey, just instead of the Saints, just put the Panthers in? Do we not think there's a better chance the Panthers have a win in their game than the Saints?
No.
Saints run game, brother. Here comes Kamara again.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
I got one more. Tomorrow night,
this is good, Brant.
Houston Rockets, young core. They just signed Green and Şengün to huge deals. Ime's got these young Bulls focused in. You couldn't make this line high enough. They're going to destroy Charlotte. I think it's 7 right now. I love it. I'd play it up to 10.
Love it. That's a wrap. Week 8 pod, little light on the reinforcements today, but we're going to do better. The 2 boys definitely be hand up for not being here. And we will get everybody dialed in for week 9. We'll be here Thursday with the player props, Sunday recap per usual. And let's have a week. Let's have a week this week. And hopefully everybody's in the green. We got a lot of the boys so far kind of lining up on a lot of our plays. Once you watch a lot of ball, you start to see the trends and you align, right? So that's a wrap, and we'll be back Thursday.
I need $1 bad.